Hi guys, and welcome to another battle report video. Hey guys, I'm Top Table Steve. Welcome to another battle report video. Today I'm joined by Matt. Big way from first time he's been on the channel in ages. It's been the first time we've actually got together in ages. It's been months. It's been months. We are socially distancing, as you can see. And today we are going to be playing out a very thematic battle. It's going to be Gondor versus Mordor. We'll be playing the take and hold scenario from the new match playbook, which is very good. That came out just before lockdown at the beginning of the year. I've not actually played this scenario yet, and I've not seen it on camera on YouTube or anything else do it yet, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're playing on our very cool new Osceola board. Again, we're christening it for the first time playing on it. So Matt, you're playing Mordor. You looking forward to playing?
Yes, yeah. Again, like you said, not played for a while. Good to roll some dice.
Yeah.
Give the Mordor a run out.
See what Gothmog can do. What we'll do now is we will go and have a look at the armies. I'll run quickly through how the scenario works, and then we'll get stuck in.
So sticking with the theme for the board and the game, I've gone with quite a simple list. Just Gothmog, Gothmog's Enforcer, and a Morannon Captain, and then just a mix of Morannons with shields and spears spread across the three warbands.
So for the Gondor force, I've got Faramir. He's got heavy armour. He's mounted, just a normal horse, not an armoured horse. He has his lance and a shield. He's got 9 spearmen, 6 shieldmen with him, and then I have Madril with 8 rangers with spears. Got Baragon mounted. He's got 6 warriors of Minas Tirith with him also mixed with spears and shields. And then also we have Denethor. He's got 5 Fountain Court Guard with shields, and one of them is carrying a banner. And that is the good force. So now we'll go over how the scenario works. So the scenario is take and hold. Basically what happens is we'll roll a dice, and whoever wins that roll off becomes player A. Player A will choose a corner of the board to deploy half his force on. He then will also deploy his second half of his force on the adjacent corner, and player B gets the other 2 corners. The objectives are to get to the objective marker in the centre of the board, and you score victory points for having more models within 6 inches of the objective marker than your opponent. If you have at least twice the amount of models within 6 inches, you get 5 victory points instead of 3, and if you have at least 3 times the amount of models within 6 inches, you get 7. You get 1 victory point for causing a wound on your enemy leader. And if your leader doesn't take a wound, you get 2 instead. And it's the same old rules for the broken rules. You get 1 victory point if your enemy force is broken, and you get 3 if your enemy is broken and you are not broken. There is a special rule in this scenario, which is any models within 6 inches of the objective marker gain the resistance and magic special rule and may re-roll failed fate rolls. So obviously the resistance to magic won't come into play with these forces, but the re-rolled failed fate rolls will. That's interesting. We'll have to remember to use that. And that is the scenario. So now we will get on to deployment. Right, so Matt won the roll off. He got to choose first, and he chose the northwestern corner to deploy Gothmog, his Enforcer, and a rabble of orcs over there. As you can see in this bottom corner, he's got what's left over with the captain. I stuck my Denethor and Faramir in the southwestern corner. And for the purposes of this scenario, Denethor is my leader. He has to be my leader if he's in my force. And then we've got Baragon and Madril over in the far side with some rangers and a spattering of warriors. So we are now going to jump into turn 1 priority. Okay, so turn 1 priority, let's see what we get. Good luck, Matt.
Cheers, mate. Good luck.
I got 3.
3.
Oh, it's a re-roll. I got 1.
2.
So you take it turn 1.
So turn 1, and Gothmog's going to use the Enforcer's special rules to use one of his points of will to declare a heroic march, and the Morannon Captain in the far corner is going to use one of his might points to do the same. And everyone's just going to charge forward.
Yeah, good stuff.
And that's everyone just making a dart for the centre. That's my move done.
Good stuff. Right, on to my move. Right, I'm just going to get on and move Faramir and Denethor and that lot over in the far corner. I'm going to leave my rangers, anything that can shoot a bow still, see if we can get a couple of rounds of shooting off and do some damage before we actually clash lines. Okay, before we move anything, we have to roll for Denethor, his special rule to see if he loses his mind. So we'll roll now on courage. Oh, easy peasy, he passes. Okay, so I've moved everyone in that corner as much as they can move. I'm now going to move, I do have some warriors on this side, so I'm going to move those also, and that'll be everything that I move this turn. So that's everything moved over in this corner. We will now move on to the shooting phase. I don't think you have any shooting, do you? So it's just over to Gondor's shooting. Okay, so shooting. Matt has, it's probably a bit rusty from playing, but Matt has left Gothmog in a bit of a position where I can ping off a lot of shots, try and get him off his warg, which will help me massively in the later game. So my first two rangers are going to take a shot at Gothmog. There isn't in the way for the orc that's in front of him, so 2 shots, needing 3 ups, 2 6s, they go off, so in the way to the front orc, 1 gets through, 1 hits him. So strength 2 on defense, they defend 6 Morans? He's going to do 6s, right?
Yeah.
So he's up to 6, so I'm strength 2, so I need a 6. So I need a 6 to kill him. No. So the one that gets through, does it hit the warg or does it hit Gothmog? It hits the warg. 5s to kill the warg. Yes! It's off his warg! And he'll have to take a Throne Rider, which we'll do now.
So Throne Rider for Gothmog, bit of a rusty hour there from me.
Oh, and he's on his bum as well. Not that it matters at this stage. Okay, so Gothmog, as you can see by the red marker, he is now prone. I'll get on with shooting with the rest of my rangers, Beregond and Madril. Okay, so this is huge. This is an opportunity I probably won't get now for the rest of the game. Gothmog is open now for every shot. There's no other in the ways, so I'm going to start just pinging everything at Gothmog. Beregond has a longbow, of course, so we'll roll to see if he hits first. He gets a 6. So it's still 6s from the longbow needed. Oh, it's out the train. It was a 6. It was a 6. Here we go. Oh, it's a 4. He's only got 1 point on my Beregond, so that doesn't do anything. Okay, so I still have 6 rangers and Madril to fire. I'm going to use the 6 rangers now. They're all going to fire into Gothmog. They haven't moved, so it's 3 ups and then needing 6s to wound all on Gothmog. Take away 3, so 3 hit. A 6 here. A couple of 6s would be sweet. There's a 6. That's a wound. Are you going to be taking a fate roll?
Yes.
Yes, so I'll come back in a second.
So I've actually changed my mind. I'm going to save my fate. I'm going to take the wound, save his fate for when he's closer to the middle so he can use the rerolls.
So now, final shot over on that side is from Madril. He does have 3 might, he's a good hero. So, let's see how he does. He hits. Does he wound? He's 6. No, and I'm not going to use 3 points of might to inflict another wound. That might will come in handy in the later game. So that's the end of the shoot phase. We'll now move on to priority turn 2. So priority turn 2, at this stage, I don't think it's overly important. Do you think who gets it?
No,
Really?
probably not.
But yeah, I need to get another wound on Gothmog this turn. That'd be handy. I don't think you'll leave him out in the open this time. Let's have a roll. Let's see what we do. We get 5. So good, get it this turn.
Yeah, so I am going to be calling a heroic march with Gothmog again, using one of the enforcer's will points.
Nice.
Try and make up for missing his warg.
Yeah. Right. So Matt has called a heroic march. I'm still holding off on. I know some of you are probably screaming at the screen. Why are you not marching? I've kind of conceded to the fact that I'm going to try and do as much damage with him on his way in, unhindered by me being in the way and then charging. And hopefully, if I do enough damage to his heroes with my bows, I won't be as tough a chance of getting to the middle. But we'll see. It might be a big mistake. We'll see how we go. Right, so same as before, I'm going to start over there with Faramir and Denethor. Denethor needs to take his test, so I'll do that now. So Denethor's crazy test. Yeah, he passes. That's fine. We'll move on to movement, and I'm going to move all those guys over there first, and then I'll come over to the Rangers. So that's all them guys moved now. I am now going to move some of the warriors over here and maybe a couple of the rangers will move half. So over on this side, I have kept some of my rangers and Beregond still to get off some powerful shots. And I've moved half of my rangers and Madril. They've moved half up towards the centre. I don't want to get isolated here around turn 3 or 4 where they're just out of the game and don't do anything. So yeah, that's my move. We'll now move over to Matt.
So I'm going to move everyone forward with Gothmog's heroic march, but because he's prone, he can only go 4.5, and then everyone else is just going to plough forward as much as they can.
Thank you. Right, let's do that now.
So moved up this side now. Gothmog's moved up the centre, chucked a couple of guys around him to stop those bows. A little force here to try and flank, and then a little speed bump over on the other side just to try and slow down anything that moves up. And now I'll move on to the other side. And then with my smaller force on the other side, again, I've just split them into two, moved them up to try and slow down, make Steve make some decisions about where he sends his
Closing in on my bows. Right, okay, so that's the move phase out of the way. We'll now move into shooting, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I am first going to... I'm going to target Gothmog again. I'm just going to throw everything at Gothmog. I'm going to use the 5 rangers who have moved, so they will have the penalty, and there are a row of, how many did you say? 4? There's 4 rows of in the ways to get through to Gothmog. I should have called heroic accuracy, but I forgot. Right, okay, so these are now hitting on 4s. So 2 hit. So do you want to count down the rows? This is row number 1 in the ways. 1 gets through. So we'll roll, it's going to be a shield, so I need a 6 to kill. No. The one that gets through, second row in the ways, gets through. Third row in the ways, gets through. Fourth row in the ways. Oh, so it hits. It's actually Gothmog's Enforcer. Yeah, so it's still 6s to wound Gothmog's Enforcer. So this final shot. Oh, that's 5. So nothing there. Okay, so let's do Madril's because he's moved as well. So he'll have the penalty. He will. So Madril is going to go for Gothmog as well. So does he hit first off? He's not successful. So let's move on to the final 3 rangers who haven't moved. And those, again, are going to target Gothmog. Right, these 3 rangers are going to target Gothmog. And from this angle, there are only 2 in the ways this time. So these haven't moved. So hitting on 3s. Only 1 hits, that's not good. First row in the ways. Gets through. Second row in the ways. In the tray. Gets through. Needing a 6 on Gothmog. That is another wound on Gothmog. So Matt has decided he's going to take the wound. He's slightly out of that range to reroll Fate. Remember, in the 6-inch bubble around the centre objective, he's down to 1 wound and 1 Fate, which could prove massive. Beregond is still eligible to shoot. He's not moved. So Beregond is going to shoot at Gothmog. Here we go. Does he hit? He hits. 2 in the ways. First in the way. He has got a point of might. He has got a point of might. Is it worth it? I mean, it's a strength 3 bow, so I'd be wounding him on 5s. Ah! I'm going to save it. So it hits the first rank. So he needs 5s to kill one of the Morannon Orcs in the first rank. And he doesn't get it. He's lucky I didn't do that, because that 3 would have not got through, and I would have been upset. So that is all my shooting in turn 2 shoot. We'll now move on to priority turn 3. Okay, turn 3 priority. Let's see what we do. I get a 4. So I take it. Matt, would you like to call any heroics?
I'm going to use the Enforcer's last point of will for a final heroic march.
Oh, heroic march, okay. Yeah, because that's because you're in the water, obviously, and you want to get there. Right, okay, so Matt has called a heroic march. There's nothing. Oh, do I want to march then? So I decided I'm not going to counter with march. Again, this is a risky move. I could do everything I need to do. The game could end, and Matt will have enveloped the centre. But I have faith in Gondor. I think they can hack enough of you away. So I'm going to leave that. I'm now going to do my normal move. So I've now started to get a little bit aggressive. I've moved in these warriors over here and Faramir straight up. It's interesting the distance, and I've had one more move than Matt has up to now. How close I am to the centre because of the water and Gothmog being on his backside for you, even though you marched. So now I'll get on to moving these, which I haven't marched with, which could be risky, but we'll see how we go. Right, so as you can see, I've just kind of formed up some of my warriors administrative there, basically just accepting that they're going to get charged. These rangers of Beragon have not moved again. Madril and them 5 rangers have moved half up towards the centre. That is everything in my move. Now we will move on to Matt's move.
So I'm going to do the march first, figure out where Gothmog can go, and then surround him with bodies, and see from there. So I've moved up here with the group in the middle as far as they can, try and block off the route round to the objective. Gothmog, again, really hampered by not being on his warg and spending that turn prone.
Yeah.
Has got a nice little conga line of Morannons to try and stop the bows.
Madril's looking alright.
And then I'll move the rest now. So I've moved everything else up, guys across the bridge. I've split a couple of orcs on the far side of the ruins.
Sneaking through there, you can't see them, but they are there.
Got distracted by the nice picture.
It's not there anymore.
I know Steve was tempting me to charge in on this far flank, and I've taken the bait. I'm going for it. I think if it works off in my favour, it could work out quite well. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't, then I don't think it does me too harm, because I think I've got the numbers overall. So bit of a gamble, but see how that goes.
Let's see how it goes.
And then the other couple with the captain have just snuck round here to join the main band, heading for the objective.
We're going to be scrapping imminently. So let's move into the shoot phase. Obviously I've still got all my rangers and Beragon and Madril. Some of them have moved, so I'll move the camera so you've got a better view, and we will take them shots now. Okay, so shooting phase. I'm going to shoot with my 5 rangers who have moved, and they are going to target at the supports, the supporting orcs at the back. So obviously prioritising the one at the front and taking out the ones that remain and go through to the one at the back. They have a clear line of sight other than that. So yeah, let's see. They have moved, so needing 4s. 2 6s here would be spectacular. Let's see what we do. Come on. 1 6. So I do take the first one out. So that's actual first kill. That's first kill. So Madril is now going to target the remaining support, and Madril does have 3 might. So I need him to do a job here. So does he hit first? He needs a 4. He gets a 5. He needs a 6 to wound. I'd happily use another point might here. Happily. See, 5 or a 6, I'll be able to move. He gets 2. Nothing. Right, okay, let's move on to my other shots. Last 3 rangers here who haven't moved are going to target Gothmog. Now, it does mean that I have 4 in the ways, but you know, let's see how we do. So 3 shots, not moving in 3s. 1 misses. First in the way. 1 gets through, 1 hits, needing a 6 to kill. No. Second in the way. Hits the second Morannon, needing a 6 to kill. No. Okay, so that leaves Beragon. Beragon is going to shoot. He's going to target Gothmog. Sorry. Strength 3 bow. Here we go. He hasn't moved. He hits. First in the way, gets through. Second in the way, gets through. Third in the way. Oh, hits the final. He doesn't have a shield. It's strength 3, defense 5, so needing 5 to kill. He gets a 6. He does kill him. Okay, so that's that orc gone. He's away from the centre, which is a bonus. We will now move into the combat phase. Right, so the combat phase, we do have 2 combats over here. The first one is 2 of my warriors administrative, swordsmen being supported by spearmen, fighting against the lowly Morannon orc. We're the same fight value. We'll see what we get. Do you want to roll first? Give me a target.
I'm going to shield with this guy.
Oh, you're shielding? Alright, okay. In that case, I may as well feint. Yeah, so I'll feint at the front. I'll roll them individually. So you give me a target. Yeah. So you get 3 high. Give us one of your black dice. The black dice. I don't need it just yet, actually. So you got what was it high? 3 high. I get 5, so I do take it. Okay, so we will back them away now. Right, so the fating dice, rerolling ones, will be the black dice, and I still need 6s to wound. Strength 3, defense 6, 6s. Rerolling the one, oh, that's the black one. Oh. So no wounds there. We'll move on to the next combat. Okay, so the next combat is 2v2. Let's do this. We'll roll them together. Let's see. So I get a 3 high.
4.
You take it on a 4, so we'll move the warriors back. So Moranon's being strength 4, only need 5s to wound. And they kill the first warrior of Gondor down. Okay, so that's the end of the combat phase. We're now moving to priority turn 4.
So now priority for turn 4. I think this is quite a big one.
Let's
Let's see what we get.
Yeah, he will get it, so I have some thinking to do. Right, so I am in a position here where I've kind of put Faramir in a bit of a silly spot. He is chargeable from the front and from the back. So I think to try and save Faramir, who's going to be my biggest killer hero, I need to call a heroic move with Faramir, and that will be the only heroic that I call this turn.
So the Morannon captain is going to counter with a heroic move, try and get in and tie Faramir up.
Yeah, makes sense. Right, let's roll off for that now. And it was your priority. So you roll on a 1, 2, 3, your heroic goes first. On a 4, 5, 6, my heroic goes first. Yes! So Faramir gets to go first. So I'll move the camera angle and then we'll come back. So in the position that Faramir is in, the only option that I do have is to move around the back onto the bridge and charge those orcs, which is what I'm going to do because he's got 10-inch movement. I'm going to see what happens this turn in and around this centre area, and I can move him back in. Hopefully he'll do a bit of work on the bridge with some backup. So I'll do that now. Okay, so that is Faramir's heroic. It wasn't ideal, really, but I didn't have much of a choice. Because of where I moved him, it's caused me issues in the fact that my warriors have to end within a 6-inch bubble of him, which is what I've done. So I couldn't charge everything I wanted to, but I did manage to get Denethor in because of his high fight value supported. I've got Fountain Court Guard in there, and I've got a banner over near Faramir. So we'll move to your captain's heroic combat.
Yeah, so I'm not going to call with me. He's just going to go on his own because it's my priority then. So the captain's charged into one of the men of Gondor there, and now I'll move on to the rest. So I've just moved everyone up into combat where I can, try and slow everything down on this side of the board, try to wrap up what I can on this side now before Faramir can get back in and support everything.
Yeah, okay. So I've done my heroic, I now have the rest of my army that's available to move, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so it's getting a bit bloody over this side as well now. Everything that can charge has charged. Rangers have moved up to support because they all have spears. Baragon's charged in on a Morannon orc that was just hanging off the edge. Yeah, it's looking interesting. So I think I've got no shooting now because the one ranger that is left that's not in combat moved full. So it's straight to the combat phase. So I think we both are aware that there's a possibility there's going to be some heroic combats. You've got priority, so you ask me.
Are you calling anything?
I'm definitely calling one with Baragon. So that uses his point of light, so I'll mark that off. And it's over to you. Are you calling anything?
No, I'm going to save it.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there then also.
Yep, so I'm going to leave it there.
So we will move to Baragon's heroic combat. I'll move the camera and we'll come back. Right, so let's do Baragon's heroic combat. I am the higher fight value. I have one dice base attack, but get the other for the charge.
I'm going to shield.
Okay, give me a target. Oh, it's 4. It's not terrible. Come on, Beza. Oh, God! So you win the combat. Baragon will back away. So he's backed away. That is all the combats. We'll now move to the normal combats. Matt has priority, so he will choose combat. Okay, so Matt has chosen to start on this side and work our way in. So we're going to start here and work across. So it's Warrior Administrator against Marana, both with shields. I am going to shield.
I'll feint.
So you're going to feint, okay? Your target of 5.
1.
Yay! So we'll back that Marana away now. Okay, so the next combat is my 1 Warrior Administrator against 2 Maranans. I am going to shield again. Your target of 6. 6, so it's a draw. So it is a roll off. You have priority. So 1, 2, 3 it goes to evil, 4, 5, 6 it goes to good. And the evil get it, so we'll back him away and then Matt will roll to wound. So I need him 5s to kill the warrior. He doesn't get it, he survives. So we'll go to the next fight, which is a warrior against a orc on the rock, just here.
Yep.
I'm going to shield again.
Okay.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, it's just too high. So you take it, we'll back him away and then you roll to wound. Roll to wound. Oh, he doesn't kill him. Right. Now we are on to your Moran Orc here, who is fighting 2 rangers, it looks like. Or did you already charge this guy?
I charged that guy.
So you charge, right? Oh yeah, because I can't charge. So it's my 3 dice against your 1, and I do have the higher fight value here because rangers are 5-4. Do you want to give me a target?
Target.
It's not good.
That's high too.
I'll take it on a 4, so we will. I think you might be trapped. So we decided he's not trapped. So you also don't have a shield, so it is 5s. Doesn't do it. That's a shocker. So that is all the combats here. We'll now move on to this segment here. Where would you like to start, Matt? Okay, so the next combat match shows is the 2 Moranans against Madril, who does have a support. So Madril has 2 dice in attack, and he'll have a support. I do have might. Do you want to give me a target? So you get a 4. If you take them out of the tray, because I'm rolling a black dice for the support. I do have might. I get a 4, so I'll take it on 5 value. So we'll back those away now. Okay, so they're backed away. Madril, who's rolling white dice, needs 5s, and the non-ranger needs 6s. But Madril does have might. He doesn't need it. He gets a 6, and he takes him out. So that is that orc dead. Let's move on to the next combat. The next fight is 2 rangers against your lowly orc. I'm a high fight value. Do you want to give me a target?
Shield.
Shielded?
No.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. Okay. So 2 rangers get a 4 and they take him. So we will back him away. So rolling to wound, strength 3, defense 16, 6s. There's a 6. He dies. So the same combat again, just here. 2 rangers on 1 Moran. Let's see if you can do any better than that. No. Take it on a 3, so we'll back him away. So he's now backed away into the alley. So needing 6s to kill. So close, but he does survive. Now that is all the combats that we can see here. We'll now move on to the centre of the board where it's getting pretty. Okay, so we move over to the bridge. The first fight we'll do is my Fighting Court Guard supporting a Warrior Minister against a Maronian. I do have the higher fight value because of the Fighting Court Guard, and I do have a banner in range also. So I'll give you a target, Matt, of 5. It's decent. 6. I'll re-roll the 4, hoping for a 6. Put it in the tray. Helps. Here we go. No, it couldn't be any worse. So the Maronian does take that, so we'll back away. So the warrior's backed away, so you're now rolling to wound. You need 5s, your strength 4, yeah. He doesn't kill him, so we'll move to Faramir's combat. Okay, so a charging Faramir against 2 Moranans who, one of them is being supported by a spearman. So Matt does have 3 dice. I also have 3 dice because of charge, but I do have a banner. Do you want to give me a target? I'm a higher fight value. He's got the 6. It made it difficult. Here we go. I get a 6, so I take it on 5 value. Now those 2 will now be knocked down. We'll do that and come back. Okay, so they are backed away and they are prone, so I get double strikes. He does have a lance, so normally he would be wounding on a 5. That's down to a 4. So 2 4s here would be nice. Oh, loads there. So those 2 Marines do die. Okay, so we're going to start here at the bottom. I've got 2 warriors of Seraph against 2 Moranans. Matt does have hatred man keyword, so he will be getting +1 to wound in all these fights because they're all within 12 of Gothmog. That's right, yeah.
And that's because it's the legendary legion. It's usually 3, but it's 12 because of the legion.
Awesome, it's a really good rule. So I need to not lose fights basically. Right, okay, so my 2 versus you 2. I am going to feint at the front because I've got no reason not to.
Yeah, I'll just roll normally.
Yeah. 6, solid. We get a 6. So I've got no fighting court guard in there, and my banner's out of range. Doesn't matter anyway. So you have priority.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, you get it. 4, 5, 6, I get it. You take it. So our back goes away now. So Matt's 2 dice needing 4s. Oh, he doesn't take it. Right, let's move straight on to the next combat. Again, it's almost identical. 2 warriors of Minas Tirith against 2 Moran and Orcs. So I don't actually. Yeah, I'm going to feint at the front again. You get 5. So it's a draw again. Okay. So do you want to roll to see who wins on the roll? You take it again, so I'll back them away.
4s again to wound.
And he does do it. So that warrior will die now. So we took him off the board, he died. Now I have my 1 warrior of Minas Tirith here against the 2 Moranans. I'm going to shield here, my friends. So I'll give you a target. Off. 5. Solid. Yes. So we'll back those Moranans away. Okay, so they've backed away. We'll move on to the next fight. Again, it's a 2-on-2. So I will feint at the front like I did before. I'll give you a target of 6. It's good. Better than that, so the Moranans will back away. So now I need 6s to kill this orc. He doesn't get it, so he survives to fight another day. This is why I'm going to struggle here getting the 6s to kill a thing. So next combat is 2 warriors of Minas Tirith here against a captain and a support. You do have the higher fight value here, so I will give you a target, and I may as well feint at the front. So here we go. It's a 4. It's not good.
Take the axe, I'll roll a white for the support
Okay.
and a black for the captain.
Okay.
In fact, there's no point doing that because the captain's got no might left.
Ah, no, he hasn't. Yes, it doesn't matter yet.
So
So you got to be at 4. Okay, so we'll back my dudes away now.
so again, needing 4s here from the captain and support.
Yeah. And he gets him, so that warrior is down. Okay, so the next combat is these 3 Moranans against this warrior minister who is supported by a fighting court guard. So I do have to fight value from my support. I will feint at the front, as I may as well. Yeah, so let's go. I get 5. Oh, I take it on the fight value, so they will back away. Okay, so 2 attacks. We do have Moranan in there who doesn't have a shield, so we're going to prioritise him. So needing 5s on him and then 6s on the other 2. I don't get any. That's no good. We need to kill him there. Should we move to Denethor?
Yep.
Okay, so Denethor with a Fountain Court Guard support against Moranan with a support. Denethor is going to feint.
Yeah, I'll feint as well.
Yeah. So let's see what we get. 6 will take it, so we'll back those Moranans away. Okay, so Denethor will be the black dice. He needs 5s, and the Fighting Court Guard needs 6s. Wrong way around. Flipping heck. So they don't die. Let's move on to the next combat, which, do you want to do Gothmog now?
Save Gothmog to the end. Do this 2-on.
Oh, he's not got a spear. Right, so it's Gothmog's Enforcer and him against that warrior.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that one now?
Yeah.
Because he's trapped in it.
Yeah.
So I'll support, not support, we'll talk about. I'll shield. I'll give you a target of a big 6. He's rolled well, the lad. He's rolled well.
So Gothmog's Enforcers are the black.
Yeah. You get the 6, you take it on fight value. I am trapped. Do you want to roll the 2 for Gothmog's Enforcer first? I've got a feeling he'll be strength 4 or 5, so he's going to eat 5s. Ooh, just check what he is. No, he's not. Well, he's not 6. He's not strength 6. Anyway.
No, he's strength 4.
Right, so he's not killed him. Did you roll? You need to roll him again though. He's trapped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 5 will kill him. Yeah, he takes him out. So that warrior dies. Okay, so that's that warrior dead. Would you like to go on Gothmog or the 2-on-2 next, Matt?
Do your 2 on my 1.
Oh yeah, sorry, 2 on my 1. So I will feint at the front on the higher 5 value. I get.
I'll give you a target.
Yeah, it's 3. I get a 3, so the 5 value will take it. The black dice is the fainting dice. He hasn't got a shield, so needing 5, re-rolling 1 on the black. 5 will kill him, so that orc dies. Okay, so it's Gothmog against a lowly spearman. I'm going to shield, obviously, just to try and be annoying. I'll give you a target, just out of interest. It looks like he's out, but yeah, he's out of range of the banner. So I'll give you a target of a big 3. Smashes it with a 6. So he will back away now. And roll into a wound. I think it's going to be strength 4s. 5 down to 4s. He smashes it. He dies. Okay, so he's gone. That was a bloody round. So we'll move to priority turn 5. Okay, so priority turn 5. Let's do it straight in there. I get out of the thing. What do you get?
5.
Oh, it's good. I get a 4, so you actually take it. There's literally nothing I can do over there because you can counter it for free. But saying that, I think I have to. Otherwise, I'm in deep trouble. Right, Faramir is going to call a heroic move, definitely. It's usually you're countering for free.
Yeah, counter with
so
it's
back to me. I'm quite happy there. So just Faramir and Gothmog. Okay, let's see how that's going to pan out. Okay, we almost forgot about Denethor's Magna Shrill, so I'll roll for that now. No! So Denethor does have 3 will, which I'm going to have to use them all to pass. So he's going to use all 3 will to make sure he passes, because I do not want you in control of my leader in this turn. So he's out of will, and he's passed his Magnus test. We need to see who goes first. I really need to win this roll-off. So, Matt, over to you. 1, 2, 3, evil, get it?
So my usual roll is
4, 5, 6. Oh, for goodness sake. Evil, get it. Right, so Gothmog has to move first. We'll do that now.
So Gothmog's going to go with his heroic move. He can get into Denethor. Only one of the guys on the bridge is in range. But he should still be able to tie up Faramir, and then everything else is just going to pile in.
Yeah.
So I've finished my heroic move and I've managed to tie up Faramir, so he's cancelled, so on to the rest of my move. So I've just moved everything in, tried to tie up as much as I can. A few combats that probably aren't in my favour, but just trying to tie things up and not allow Steve to move and support stuff as much as possible.
So I am now going to take my move with what's left, what's not tagged, and let's see if I can sway the advantage on some of these combats. Okay, so that's my move. Very finicky, it's very crowded there. What I've been able to do is just move some of my warriors from here round, create a few traps for Morannons. I'm not sure how well it's going to do for me, but you know, I'm in a bit of trouble. Denethor is up against Gothmog, and I don't think he's going to fare well in that combat. So right, that is all the moves. Everything else is tied up. There's no shooting, so we're straight into combats. So we'll move the camera and come back. So actually, before I move the camera to combat phase, it's a good chance now to say of any coming heroics. Madril is going to attempt to call a heroic combat, so he's down to 2 might. You calling anything, Matt?
Gothmog's Enforcer is going to use his might point to declare a heroic combat.
Okay.
I'm going to heroic strike with Gothmog.
Okay, I'm going to heroic combat with Faramir. Okay, so we'll put some markers down so it reminds us. I'll move the camera and then we'll come back.
So we've put markers down for all the heroics, and also forgot to mention that Gothmog will be calling his once per game ability to let all the Morannons reroll wounds.
Is that board wide?
So because of the Legendary Legion, it's board wide.
Yeah, that's crazy good. Right, okay, let's get into this. Okay, so because there is heroic combats on both sides, we do need to roll. So he goes first. I'm not sure how much effect it's going to have on each other. But Matt, do you want to roll off 1, 2, 3? You go first. I win one for once, but it doesn't mean anything. Great. Right, I'll do that now. Okay, so Madril's combat here, which he has a pal with him against 2 Morannons. So we will do this combat now. I have 3 dice all in all. Yeah, I'll feint with the ranger.
Yeah, I was going to, but I forgot getting rerolls.
Oh, sure. Actually, the ranger's a higher 5 on anyway, so I'm going to feint the Madril. Because I get to reroll the 1 from the 2 dice. So do you want to give me a target? So it's 5. Take them out because I'm rolling a black dice. So I need to see a 5. It's not great. I do have might that can't do anything because I can't get to a 5. That is a shocker, my friend. So Madril does fail and we'll back him away.
I can
Okay.
kill him.
So you will need 4s.
With the +1.
3s. Yeah.
So 3s.
Yeah. So 1 wound.
With a reroll from the...
Oh, you get a reroll, yeah. 2 wounds. Oh dear. So I do need to pass my fate roll. So let's have a look. So 1 fate. Madril, he's got 2 might and he's got 1 will left. So fate. Yeah, passes it. Yeah. So I'm out of fate and down to 1 wound. It was a shocking heroic combat from Madril. Yeah. So we'll move on to the Enforcer's heroic combat now.
So the Enforcer with his mate going to hit this Gondorian.
Yeah. I'll shield. I'll give you a target of 4.
See what I can do.
You take it on 4, so 5 value will do that for you, and I'll back him away.
So Gothmog's Enforcer is going to see where he can get to. So Gothmog's Enforcer is going to move up, and rather than lap him round, I'm just going to send him into Denethor.
Make sure. You hope. Yeah. Happy? Yep. Okay, so let's move on to Faramir's combat. Okay, so we'll remove that token. If you could just pick that off for us, Matt, that'd be great. Let's do the combat. So you charge me, so I get no charge bonus and no lance bonus. I do have the banner in range. So do you want to give me a target?
Yeah, I'm going to shield for this guy.
Try to hold me up. 5. It's good. It's good. I get a 5, so I'll take it on 5 value. So we'll back that orc away. Okay, so needing 5s to kill. Come on. Oh, he does. He takes it. It's paid off. So now Faramir can move on, and I'm just going to move him into the combat to trap that Morannon that's against my other 2 warriors, just to make sure they kill if anything. So that's him in there now, and again, I will get the charge and lance bonus, which is great. It is Matt's priority, so Matt will have a think, and we'll see where we're going next in this combat phase. Okay, so yeah, Matt wants to stay here, so we may as well get out of the way. So we've got charging Faramir and 2 dudes. I'm the higher 5 value. I'm going to feint with the 2 guys on foot. Makes sense. Do you want to give me a target, Matt? I take it on 5 value. Right, okay, so I'll do Faramir, who has charged and has got double. He would normally need 4s on 65. It's down to 4s because of the lance. Oh my days, he's dead. Yeah. Okay, so we're staying in this area. We're moving on to the 1 Morannon Orc against a Gondor Spearman and a Fountain Court Guard who does have a banner. So he's -1, so he'll be rolling a black dice, but Matt will roll his dice first. I take it on 5 value, which is great. So he does have a shield, so I still do need 6s to kill. 2 6s, we take him out. So that wasn't a bad round up to now. It's going to get a little bit more horrible for me in a moment. So I'll move the camera and then we'll come back. Okay, so Matt has chose to do his combat here first. So it's 2 Morannons against a Gondorian Spearman, swordsman with a spear support. I am going to feint at the front, and we are the same 5 value. So yeah, let's do it. Oh, what's that? So we've got 5. Am I in range? I don't think I am, am I? No, he's way out. Oh, is that back? No, he's out. He's out. So you do take that, so I will back away. So I need him 4s to wound the Gondor Spearman. He doesn't get it.
The reroll.
Oh, yeah, the reroll, the sneaky reroll. Yeah, you take it. So he is dead. So he's now been removed. We are now going to move on to this trapped Morannon. He is against Fountain Court Guard and a Gondorian Spearman. I've got a high 5 value because of Fountain Court Guard, so I will feint with the Spearman because they do have a sword or a dagger with them as well. I am in range now of my banner.
I'll give you a target.
Yeah. Solid. I take it on 4, so I get to double my attacks, and I feint it with 1. So the black dice will be re-rolling 1s. He's got a shield, so it's still 6s re-rolling 1s. I need this, I need a 6 again. Yes, nothing. So I actually back away. Okay, so that's me backed away. I have to do it quite tactically to keep this Moran trapped, and Matt is going here next. So he's fighting 2 Gondorian warriors with the same 5 value, and I'm going to feint with 1. Yeah?
Target.
I'm in range of a banner. So it's anything but snake eyes. Yes! So it is double attacks. The black ones are feinting again. Still need 6s. This is where I'm struggling. This is where Moranans come into their own, I think. Just trying to wound them. So 6s, rerolling 1s on the black. Nothing again, so I back away. Okay, so they backed away. We're now going to do this 2-on-1 here. I'm going to shield. So I'll give you a target. You get 5.
It always works better for you when you say that.
Yes. So we'll back those Moranans away.
Search me.
Okay, so they backed away. We have now pretty much got an identical combat here. 1 swordsman against 2 Moranan orcs. I'm going to shield again. I'll give you a target. It's a solid 6.
It's a 6.
6, so it's a drawn combat, so it is a roll to see who wins. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, evil will take the combat, and 4, 5, 6, goodwill. Yes, it's about time these start coming off, so we'll back the Moranans away. Okay, so they backed away. I don't get to strike because obviously I shielded. Now we do have a Fountain Court Guard who is seriously trapped, so Matt wants to go there next. So it's Fountain Court Guard versus 2 Moranans. Now I'm going to shield, and I do have the higher fight value, which is this combat here. So I'll shield. I get 4. You get 5, and you take it. So he's trapped. So you'll be rolling double dice. He is defense.
So Fountain Court Guard with shield is defense 7, strength 4, so needing 6s, but up to 5s because of the special rule.
Because of the pigging rule. Oh, you just got it at the end. Right, so we will remove him from play and come back. Right, so he's been removed, and obviously as it stands at the moment, before anything else moves or backs away or dies, Denethor is trapped. He's in trouble anyway, but I think it makes complete sense. Matt is going to choose to do the Denethor combat next. He's fighting on his own, unfortunately. So I do get 2 dice. You struck.
Yeah.
So should we see what your strike goes up to? You're higher, because we were joined. You're re-rolling all your fell wounds anyway. So, okay, I'll give you a target. 6 is a bit, to make you do a bit of work here, guys. There we go. He does get a 6, so out. Put 6 there, just to annoy you.
So Gothmog has might, so I'll roll his separately at the end.
Yes.
So the Enforcer gets 2 and the regular Moranan gets 1, so I'll roll their 3 first.
So you get a 6, you take it on fight value. So he is trapped. So do you want to do Gothmog's because he's the beastie guy?
Yeah.
I am defense, I want to say I'm defense 6, but I'll just check. Denethor is defense 5. Gothmog is strength 5.
4.
So 4 is strength 4. So it's 5 down to 4 from Gothmog.
Yep.
Double strikes.
Yep. So let's see.
That stings. 1, 2, 3, 4.
With the reroll as well.
He's dead, mate. He's dead. He's got no fate. So Denethor dies. Okay, so my leader is now dead. I didn't take care of him as I should. I was trying to make use of his 5 value strength. But obviously Matt outsmarted me there. A few heroic combats got in on him and took him out. So we'll remove that heroic strike marker that's now been used. And we'll move on to the next combat. Where would you like to go, Matt?
Let's finish up round here. Go with the captain on the Fountain Guard.
So captain here against with a support against Fountain Court Guard. I think at this stage, yeah, I'm going to shield. Okay, I'll give you a target of 5. It's good. It's not as good as 2 6s, so he will back away.
So again, normally 6s up to 5s to try and take him out.
Yep. And he does, that is another Fountain Court guard. Gone, I need to keep all of these guys, so we'll take him away. Okay, so the last combat now, he's been taken off. He's 1 warrior administrator against 2 Morannons. It's looking pretty dire over here. These rangers need to get over there with that fight for and help out. So I'm going to shield again, so I'll give you a target of 6. It's good, it's the best he could do. Yes, he bats them off, so we'll bat them away. So they've backed off. We'll move the camera over to this side of the board and we'll see what happens with Beragond, Medril and some of these ranger fights. Okay, so we'll start here. It's a one-on-one combat. The joint fight, gosh. I'll just fight it. I'm just going to fight it. Target off. Eee! Just about. So we'll bat the warrior away. We're on to wound, needing strength 4, defense 65 down to 4s, yeah. And he kills him. So that was my mistake of not shielding. We'll move to this one here. It's 2 warriors against 1 Morannon. I'm going to feint with 1. Oh, what has happened? It's a draw, so it is a roll off. 1, 2, 3, Evil got it. Of course, Evil got it. So they will now back away.
4s, we got reroll.
Yeah. Oh! This rule's going to be the end of me, innit? So he dies. So he's now removed. We have 1 Morannon Orc against the Ranger, so I do have a fight value here. So I'm just going to fight normal. Yeah. Same?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's roll. Solid. It's better than that, so the Ranger will back away.
So defense 4, strength 4, so needing 4s
down to 3s. Yeah. Oh, he takes him out. So you're chipping away, he dies. It's now the Ranger and Warrior administered against that 1 Morannon. I will feint with the Warrior.
Has that Morannon got a sword?
Yes.
I'm lower fight anyway, so if I did now, it doesn't have feinting because I get reroll.
Yeah.
So
It's fine, yeah.
normal.
It's not good, it's a 3. Oh, he takes on fight value, so we'll back the Orc away. Okay, so still need 6s, rerolling 1s on the black. We get the 6, so that Morannon dies. Okay, so we are now on this little island and it is 1 Ranger against 1 Morannon again. I've got the high fight value. Let's see what we do. You get 3, it's not good. It's really not good, this is terrible, so I will back that Ranger away.
Normally 4s up to down to 3s.
Ooh,
With the reroll.
Reroll. Hey! He survives. Okay, so let's move on to Beragond. So I got charged this time, so unfortunately I don't have the charge bonus. So I've got 1 dice, so I'm going to fight normal.
What fight is he?
It's fight 4.
Yeah, I'll fight normal.
Yeah. Beragond gets a 6. He's loving life. Oh, get out of it, but fight value will take it, so you back away. So Beragond will need 5s to kill. He kills him. Okay, so now we'll go back to Madril after his heroic earlier in the turn. So it's Madril with support and 2 Rangers against 1 Morannon. So Madril's got 2 dice.
Does the Morannon have a shield?
He's got shield, yeah.
He will shield then and I'll give you a target.
Okay. It's a solid 4. Here we go. I take that on a 5. He's not trapped, he can back away. Okay, so black dice, who is Madril, needs 5s, everyone else needs 6s. And 6 will take, he dies. And the final combat of this turn, I think, is 2 Rangers against 1 Morannon. One of them will feint.
Give you a target on the
In the tray, that's 2. I beat that with 2 6s. The feint dice is the black dice, we'll back them away first. So the feint dice is the black dice, as I said. So re-rolling 1s, needing 6s. Reroll 1, can it be? No. So he survives to fight another day, and that is the end of the turn. Okay, so priority next turn, it turns into a bit of a slog this, it's a grind. I don't know, I've got a lot to do, let's put it that way. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So priority, here we go. 3, 6, this is, I think this is the turning of the tide. Okay, so heroics wise, I'm not going to call anything. No, I'm not going to call any heroics. So we'll move into Matt's movement.
Right, so first things first, I'm going to move over on this side of the board, try and tie up as much as I can and stop it coming into support in the centre. So yeah, tied up as much as I can over there. Again, fights aren't really in my favour, but I did send like a smaller force that way. So all they're trying to do now is slow everything down as much as possible.
They're doing a job, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now onto this side. Right, so I've moved everyone in. I'm a little bit aware of Gothmog being on the verge of death, so I haven't been quite as bold with him. And I've split a few Morannons off this way just in case stuff starts breaking through from the other side to try and act as another speed bump.
Okay, so my move?
Yeah.
Right, I'll crack on. Okay, so over here I've moved 2 rangers, just put them into combat, existing combats and trapped, and now I'll move everything over here, what's left. Okay, so I have managed to trap another Morannon there, possibly another one trapped depending on placement over here, and Faramir got a charge off, which is good. This is last ditch attempt for me to be able to grab anything out of this game now, I think. I need a lot of combats to go my way, which haven't really thus far in the game, so I need something special. Right, that is all the movement. There is no one free to shoot, so we're straight into the combat phase. Are you calling anything, Matt?
No.
Okay, I'm going to call heroic combat with the last of Faramir's, which gives you a free heroic combat, but I'm going to have to use it. Madril has got 2 might left. I'm very confident there. Madril is also going to call a heroic combat. So Madril, Faramir, and Gothmog will move into the dice roll to see who goes first.
So it's my priority, so I'll roll to see who gets it.
So I go first. Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay, so I get to go first. I'm going to do Madril's first over here, and I'm going to counter what Matt does with Gothmog then with Faramir. So we'll move the camera to see Madril's combat and then we'll come back. Okay, so here is a little bit hectic, so just to point out what's happening, we do have Madril and a ranger in on this Morannon. This ranger isn't actually in the combat, he's in this combat, but he's acting as a bumper to trap. So as long as I can win this combat, it bodes well for Madril. I'm not sure how well it's going to bode for the rest of the game, but let's do it. You want to give me a target?
Well, I'm going to shield.
Oh, you rotter.
And I will give you a target. Oh, nice, highly 2.
I'm not going to say anything. Oh, 6 gets it, thank goodness. Right, so he is trapped. So Madril is double attacks. He is strength 4, so he needs 5s. Oh, he smashes it. Every single one is a wound, so we'll remove that Morannon. And Madril and his buddy get to move on, so I'll do that now. So Madril and the Ranger have just moved into Baragon's combat to trap another Morannon. I really need to start chewing through these now. Traps are sort of helping me out a little bit, but I still need to roll 6s, which is tough. So now we move to Gothmog's heroic combat. So I'll move the camera and come back. Okay, so Gothmog's combat against a warrior of Minas Tirith. He's going to put up a brave fight. He's going to shield. So let's see what he gets. I'll give you a target of a terrible 3. I need to roll badly here, mate. That's not to the plan. Right, okay, so I will back the warrior away.
So 5s down to 4s. And get
Smashes him. So we'll take him out and then move to Faramir's heroic combat.
So then just before that, Gothmog is going to follow up with his heroic move and move on into a Man of Gondor.
Sorted, so he's now in there. We will now currently move to Faramir's combat. Okay, so Faramir's heroic combat, he does have a warrior in there with him, so Faramir does get the 3 dice this time because of the charge, and he does get used to the lance and the higher 5 value. Do you want to give me a target?
Yeah, I will shield as well, just to give you extra dice. I'll give you a 4.
I'll take it on a 5. So Faramir with his lance needs 4s to kill this orc. He does it and then some, so we'll take him away. And now Faramir will move on. Okay, so I've moved on. As you can see, Faramir has charged into this spearman in that other combat, and the warrior has moved into a combat with Fighting Court Guard to trap one of those Morannons. So that is all the heroic combats out of the way. We'll now move into normal combats. Are you happy to start the bridge and work our way around? Yeah. Okay, I'll move the camera and then we'll do that. Okay, so first combat is the Fountain Court Bannerman with a Fountain Court and a Warrior. I'm going to feint with 2 of them. And the banner is obviously -1 and gets a reroll. I'll give you a target. It's not good, I've got 4 at the minute. You get a 5, so I'll reroll the 1. And he gets another 1. You take that, that's a shocker. He was trapped, we'll back those away.
So I'm going to put that onto the banner.
Yeah, makes sense.
So usually 5. Usually
Defense
6s.
Defense 7.
Yeah. Usually 6s. That's 5s.
Yeah. He doesn't do it. Oh no, your reroll's gone now, isn't it? That was last turn. Right, okay, that's yeah, I can stop sweating over that. The next combat is again a Fountain Court Guard and 2 Warriors. I'm going to feint with 2. I'm in range of the banner just with the Fountain Court Guard, so
Target.
yeah, it's 3. Take it on 6. So he is trapped this time, which is a bonus. I think I forgot to feint, so needing 6s on 6 dice. You rotter. Okay, so we're going to do this 1-on-1 now. I'm going to fight it. I need to kill you. 1, 2. He takes on a 2, so we'll back that orc away. 6s to wound. Oi! Okay, so he dies. Let's move on to Faramir, who is against the lone spearman at the back. I have 3 dice.
I will be shielding.
Okay, give us a target. Solid. Gets it, draws it, so he gets it on the 4. He is knocked down, so it's double strikes with a lance, needing 4s. He kills it.
Yeah.
So he's been removed. We'll now move on to this combat, which is a 1-on-1, and I'm going to fight. I'm just going to fight now. I need to. So 5 is good. It's better than a 3, so we'll back the Warrior away.
4.
Doesn't get it. Okay, so let's do the Captain, Moran Orc Captain with support against a lone spearman. I'm going to fight. I've got to fight.
Target.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's not as good. So we're backing away. He kills him.
+1.
So he's been taken off. So the Enforcer with a spear support against my spearman. I'll give you a target of 6.
Okay.
Are you out of mine?
He's out of mine.
Ooh, so we'll back the Enforcer away. Okay, so another 6 here against the Enforcer would be nice. Nope. Next combat, our last one on this spot here is Gothmog with 2 pals against 1 warrior. I mean, he's going to die. I'll fight and I'll fight. Yeah. You win. So we'll back him away.
I should have rolled them separately. But
Yeah,
I guess
he's well dead. Okay, so that's put me like really close to breaking. So we're going to move the camera now over to this far corner where the Rangers are and see how I fare over there. Okay, so all these are pretty much the same, 3 1-on-1s. One with the Ranger we'll do last because I'm the higher fight value there. So we'll start here. I am going to fight normal. So I take it, we'll back the orc away. Still need 6s to kill him. No. Let's do this warrior against this orc. 4. 5 will take it. Let's back him away. Still need a 6. Oh, in the tray. Nope. And finally, the Ranger against Moran. I am the higher fight here.
Okay, I'll give you a target.
Oh, it's a good target. It's a good target. Better than that. So you do win it. I'll back that Ranger away. Oh, he's down. So again, we are getting closer to that break point. Let's just move the camera across the river to the other side and see what goes on there. Okay, so we'll start here with these 3 Rangers trapping the 1 Morannon. You have no shield.
I'll give you a target.
Okay. I'm going to feint with 2. So I'll win the combat. The black ones are re-rolling 1s, needing 6s. That's lucky. Will that luck continue? Yes! We take him out. Okay, so he's now removed from play. We do have 2 warriors here. I don't know where you can see it because it is a lot, it's very squashed up. 2 Rangers against a Morannon. He's not trapped. and I'll feint with one of them.
I'm not going to shield because they're quite squishy, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna see what I can do.
Solid. 2 dice in it, don't I? 5 will take it. So the black dice again is going to be the feinting dice, needing 6s. No, so he just backs away. Okay, so the Madrigal bearing on fine. We are trapping that Morannon. Madrigal does have 2 points of might. Do you want to roll and give me a target?
I will, and I'll shield as well with this guy.
Okay. So you get the 3. So if you remove those, because I'm going to roll black dice too. Madrigal's dice are the black ones, so they're the mightable ones if needed. Not needed. I take it with millions of 6s. So it's double strikes. So we'll do Madrigal's first. I forgot to feint again because I'm an idiot. Madrigal is strength 4, so Madrigal needs 5s. He kills him. So that is another dead orc. So after that, final combat. Matt is 1 off being broken, and I'm 2 or 3, we think, off being broken. So this next turn is mega. I don't feel half as bad now. I mean, my leader's gone, but if I can get you to break, have you got any silly rules where you get board wide? Like, stand fast, maybe. Well, this could be interesting. Right, okay, let's roll for priority. I'll go to the priority screen and then we'll roll for priority. Right, I think we're on turn 6 or 7. Let's do that. I've got a feeling this or the next turn will be the last one. Let's see. Go on, so he's rolled high. He's only rolled high, hasn't he? What have I got there? So Faramir's out. I've got 2 with Madrigal. Okay. You had it last time. Means I get it. Okay. Do you want to call anything, Matt?
Faramir's out.
Mm-hmm.
Gothmog will call a heroic move.
Okay, so Gothmog's going to call a heroic move. I'm quite happy over this side, so we'll move the camera and get that heroic move captured.
So Gothmog is actually pinned in, so he can't actually get himself into combat, but it's still worthwhile for getting other people to tie up Faramir.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, I'll say that.
So that's as much as I can do, so I'm going to finish there.
Okay, so my normal move, I'll crack on with that now. I'm going to move the ranger corner here first, then I'll move over to there, which is looks a little bit more fiddly. Okay, so I kind of left those orcs there. I put 2 on this orc here just because he was going to chase me. 2 carrots of Minister of Warriors I don't really care about. Bericon's moved up, Madril's moved up. I'll see what's over here now that I can move. Okay, so I've moved everything I can. I was managed to trap some of the heroes that Matt did move in on Faramir. And Matt now, I was just about to call you Ben. Matt does have some warriors left to move that weren't in the heroic, so we'll do that now and then we'll come back.
So I've just moved everything in that I can and made a little barrier over here as far away from the objective.
Won't do you any good, mate. Won't do you any good. Bericon's just going to smash through it. So that's it?
That's it.
Done. Right, combat phase, let's do it. Right, so before we let's do it, are you going to be calling anything?
I am. Gothmog is sensing that it's coming to an end. He's going to call a heroic combat because he's spotted a little path into Faramir.
Right.
And he wants a piece of him.
He wants a piece of it. Okay. So a heroic from Gothmog. There's nothing I can do heroic wise, so we'll move on to that and then we'll do the rest of the normal combats. Okay, so let's do it. So you are against a Gondorian spearman with Gothmog. I am going to shield. I'm just going to double check. I don't think I am, but you never know. No, he's out of range of the banner. So I'll give you a target. Yeah?
That's it.
Come on, a little warrior that could. Not really good, it's a 4. 6 takes it all day. So we'll back that warrior away and then we'll roll to wound. Okay, roll to wound.
Usually 5s, needing 4s.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
So this is probably a bit reckless. I've been keeping him close to there to save his final wounds, like keeping his fate reroll, but he fancies it.
Do or die. Do or die. To be fair, if I was Gothmog, I'd fancy it against Faramir. Even his dad don't love him. Right, okay. Normal combats. So it was my priority, I want to say. Okay, we'll save that one. So I'll move the camera now. We'll zoom in on the ones near the bridge, and we'll work our way back towards the centre.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start here on the bridge. One warrior against one orc. I'm not shielding. I'm going for it. It's late in the day. Let's do it. Are you fighting normal?
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 fighting normal. I got 1.
4.
I'm in range of my banner, so I get to re-roll it. I get another 1. He backs away.
So I'm needing 4s again.
Oh, easy. Takes him out easily. Okay, so we'll move on to the bannerman's combat. He is equipped with a shield, so I'm going to shield or -1. So if you get a 6, you've won it. I need the 6, and I can re-roll 1 because I can banner myself. So let's see what we get. I'll re-roll a 3. Come on. No, so you do beat the bannerman. We'll put him back. Okay, so he's backed away. You are now on to wound defense 7.
So usually 6s, needing 5s.
He does it! Oh, shocker! So that is my bannerman gone. That is, I felt that hurt a lot. Okay, so I've got 1 Phantom Court Guard against 2 Morannons just here.
Yep.
I'm going to fight it, mate. I'm going to fight it.
I'm going to feint with one of them.
On the higher fight. Here we go. It's not good. So you win, I back away.
So feinting on the white, so re-rolling. Needing 5s.
Needing 5s, yeah, because you get the -1, yeah, so he down. Okay, so because I've got priority, I'm going to split them off. So it's going to be the captain against 2 warriors. The captain is trapped at this stage, but you do have the higher fight value. So I'm going to feint with 1. I'm going to feint with the front guy. I'll give you a target of 4.
Solid. Oh, that's enough.
He only takes it. You're only trapped. So the fainting dice are the black ones. They're re-rolling 1s. You are defense.
6.
6. So I'm going to need 6s. So 6s re-rolling 1s on the black. And it's nothing, so I will back away. Okay, so let's move on to the Enforcer, because he is also trapped against Faramir. So I have a Guard of the Fountain Court, and I also have a Warrior. What fight value is the Enforcer?
5? No, 4. He's a 4.
He's 4, so we're joint fight value, and I'm going to feint with the Warrior. You ready?
Yep.
It's a 6. You need a 6 for that.
He gets it.
That's it. So it's a roll off. So I get to roll off one for a change. So hopefully that'll bring me a little bit of luck. So on a 1, 2, and 3, the Enforcer wins the combat. On a 4, 5, and 6, the Fountain Court Guard and the Warrior win it. Goodness sake, you win it. So I'll back those away.
So I'll do it on the Man of Gondor because it's 4s rather than 5s.
Okay. Oh, it takes quite easily. Okay, so let's do the big one. Faramir versus Gothmog. I didn't charge. No, so yeah, so I'm just fighting normal. Fazza. How many dice you got? 3?
3 plus 1 for support.
Plus 1 for support. Do I shield? I don't think he'd shield. I don't think Faramir would shield.
I think he would.
I don't think he would. I think he'd go for the kill. Right, I'm going for the kill, man. I'm going for the kill. Faramir gets. Are we joint fight value?
Yep.
Ooh, that changes it. That changes it. No, do you know what? I'll stick to my original plan. So, because if I get 1 wound on him, I don't think I will. But if I do, it kills your leader and kills the biggest threat on the board. Okay, so Faramir gets 6. Come on, Faramir. Gondor's son. Yes! Back off, mate. Back off. So strength 4, defense is 6. So it's 5, isn't it? Okay, so Faramir needs 5s to wound. And you've got 1 wound on fate.
1 wound, 1 fate.
You've got 1 wound on fate, but you're out of the 6-inch bubble. You fell into my trap. No! Friggin' hell, that was my chance. Okay, so we'll move the camera out and get on with the rest of the combats. Okay, so we have a 3-on-1 here. It's difficult to see because of the camera angle, but there is 1 Warrior Minister against 2 Morannons. One of them does have a support. I think I may be already broken. So I need the numbers. I'm going to have to shield. I get... Oh, see, the snake's very loud.
Gets the 4. 4.
Oh, it's just roll off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Matt gets it. 4, 5, 6. I get it. Come on! So we'll back them away. Okay, so Warrior needs 6s to kill. So here we go. He doesn't get it. I didn't expect to. Right, okay, we're done over that side. We are now over on the Ranger side, so we'll move the camera angle again and then we'll come back and do those. Okay, so starting here now, we have a 1-on-1 here. I'm going to fight normal. What do you get? 4 is strong. I get a 4 on the joint, so it's a roll off. 1, 2, 3 evil. 4, 5, 6 good. Good, take it. The orc backs away. 5s to kill this one. He has no shield. Kidding me. Right, next combat is my 1 warrior with spear against 2 Morannons. I'm going to fight it. Here we go. Oh, for goodness sake. Snake eyes, guys. So you do take it.
Goes down to 4s.
Oh, he survives. Oh, so we are now just here, as you can see, 1 Morannon against 2 Rangers. So do have the higher fight value. One of them is going to faint.
I'm going to shield for the extra dice.
Okay.
Target.
It's strong. Stronger than that, so I back away. So that is the end of the combats in this turn. We're going to jump straight into priority because I think this game is close to ending. Also, we will count up to C4 broken. Okay, so priority on what I reckon will probably be the last turn because Gondor is broken now, so I'll be taking courage checks. So let's roll for priority. I get a 5. Okay. Do you want to call anything?
I've got nothing left.
You got no mic? I was hoping you would, because now I've got to take courage checks. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is, rather than go through every courage check, I'm going to go through my moves, I'm going to take the checks, and I'll tell you what happened after I've moved. Okay, so in this bottom corner, Madrill took a courage check for being broken. He passed. He was able to cover all the other rangers with standfast. They've gone up. Madrill's charged 2 with the support. Other rangers are right round, charged another one, and Barabon passed his courage check, charged into 2 Morannons. Over here, I have 1 warrior left. He passed his courage check. He's charged 2 just to pin them and keep them over here. I'm now going to go over that side of the board and take my courage checks there. Okay, so I've done as much as I can. One of my warriors who I needed out of the way for Faramir to get the best of his charge bonuses on 2 normal warriors failed his courage, so he ran away. That was the only one that ran away. Faramir then passed his courage, standfasted the rest of my warriors over this side. He charged into 2. My other warriors, I've just tried to pin things that could prove to be big problems for me. Faramir's still in a position now to get trapped, which is unfortunate, but I do get my charge bonus and my lances, which kind of, in a way, bring it on, put as many around me as you want. So yeah, that's it. We'll now move on to Matt's.
So I've moved everything in to tie up what I can. Trapped Faramir, which is possibly slightly too aggressive, but it's probably my one shot to take him down.
Yep.
Tied up a few things over here and then just moved across where I couldn't get into combat.
Okay, so no shooting. It is straight into combat. I think what we'll do, we'll start at this end on the non-essential and work our way back towards the centre of the board. So I'll move the camera then and we'll come back. Okay, so we're now in the combat phase. We are going to start here, but before we do, I am going to use one of Madrill's he's got 2 remaining, so I'm going to change that to 1. He's going to heroic combat. So we're going to do Madrill's first. So it's Madrill and support here against 2 Morannons. If you want to give me a target and give us a black dice. Oh, I've got one here, sorry. Yeah, if you want to give me a target.
Here we go.
It's alright, it's 4. You take them out. Madrill are the white dice, so they're mightable. You get 4. I get a 5. So them orcs will back off. Okay, so they've now backed away. Madrill is killing on 5s. The spear support is killing on 6s. So the spear support is the black dice. Oh, he kills 1. That's unfortunate, but I can't even might it. So one of them will be taken away. Okay, so that is the heroic out of the way. So we are now going to move over here to my 1 warrior of Minas Tirith against 3 Morannons.
That's it.
You take it. He's not trapped.
Needing 4s. Gets it.
He kills him. Okay, so that's that combat done. Let's move over here, where we have 2 rangers, 1 supported against 1 lowly Morannon. So I have 3 dice. 2 of them are going to faint.
I'm going to shield.
Yeah, okay. You give me a target. Nice, so I win it on 5 value. So the 2 white ones are the fainting dice. He does have a shield, so I still need 6s. Damn it. So he just backs away. Okay, so we're on to the Baragon fight, which is here, and he has charged 2 Moran and Orcs. What are you shielding or anything?
No, what fight is Baragon?
He's fight 4.
That's 3, so I will faint.
Okay, so I'll give you a target. You can't beat that, my brother! So they are knocked down. Okay, so those are prone, as you can tell by the red markers. 2 5s here from Baragon. Baragon's actually been my MVP, I think. He's done alright. So here we go. Guys, I shouldn't have said it. I should not have said it. So yeah, that's terrible. Baragon, you are a better person than that. Right, let's move the camera and get on to the important ones. One thing we did forget to do was we should have rolled to see if the game ended at the end of the last turn, which will make a big difference here. Nothing, well actually, a Moranen has died, 1 Moranen, so we can keep track of who's close. So 1 or 2 game ends. It carried on, thank God. That would have been a drama. So let's move on to the fights over here. Whose priority was it? Mine?
Yours.
Okay, let's do your captain against my warrior. I'm gonna shield. I get snake eyes, you win.
6.
So I back away.
4s.
Oh! Let's do my warrior of Minas Tirith, who is trapped by Gothmog. Gothmog's enforcer and a Moranen, and he is trapped, so he's gonna shield. He gets 3 high. It's not good. It's really not good. So you've got double strikes to kill him. Gothmog, I think, needs 4s.
I'll just roll this twice.
Oh, he's well dead. He dies. Okay, so now we'll do the crouching Phantom Court Guard, who's trapped 3 Moranans again. He's in big trouble. He is going to shield. So I'll give you a target. Oh, 6. It's good. 6 will take it because of the 5 value, so your guys back away. Okay, so the final fight is Faramir against 4 Moranons, what we're called. I did charge, so I get 3 dice. This could be beautiful from Faramir. This could be beautiful. I'm going to give you a target. I'm a higher 5 value, and I need Faramir to do well. He's got no might, so it's natural rolls. Here we go. It's not terrible, but it's beatable. You've got 4 dice. The odds are on you, my friend. Oh, one's out the tray. It's pressure. It's pressure. Oh, yes, so they are knocked down. Okay, so 3 knocked down. I have to do them independently because it's not. Yeah, you know the rules. So I'll start with the non-shield dude. I am charging with strength 4 against defense 5, which is 5s down to 4s. That's not good. It doesn't kill him, so I can't kill 3, which is annoying. Takes him out with that one. Okay, so the last 2 strikes on the final one. He's in 4s, and he does take him. So that, I mean, I was being greedy, I wanted it to be better, I wanted to kill them all, but that was good. So we are both broken. We now need to roll at the end of the turn to see if the game ends. I have priority, so I'll do it. 1 dice. The game ends. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Right, okay, let's have a count up and we'll come back. So that was it. It was a slog in the end, but you know what? I really enjoyed it. I've not had a long game like that. It ended up being a lot longer than we expected it to be. I hope it turns out to be a good battle report. There was like a little bit of slogging away and hacking away with a few turns, but ended up very tense and very close. And in the end, after counting up, Gondor take it.
That's a fix.
Gondor take it. Was it 4-3?
4-3.
Yeah, so Gondor got 3 for having more around the centre, which was what got it for him in the end. They got 1 point for breaking you.
And then I got 2 for killing Denethor and 1 for breaking Gondor.
Ah, but I got another point for wounding your leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, right, okay. Well, Gondor won it anyway. But yeah, that was good. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, good fun. Good fun.
I seen probably the third quarter of the game. I was thinking, I have got no chance. I'm not going to be able to get through enough of the Moranon's sixes to kill to get anywhere near the centre. And I think you kind of just got bloodlust and forgot, and you started to move out of that 6-inch ring. And I was like, well, this isn't terrible. And that's what I knew then that my Rangers, if I could get my Rangers in, which literally was the last turn, getting them into position, was able to do it.
I think that last 2 turns I misplayed slightly with placement and movement.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, if I'd had another round of shooting, possibly on Gothmog, maybe I could have done something else. But I think overall, I think you played it exactly how you should. Especially when you called that turn to have the reroll every wound. That done me in. But there wasn't much of me left. If I didn't roll a 2 to end the game, I think you'd have had it.
Yeah.
You've still got 3 big heroes there that are just, if they win fights against Rangers, are going to just kill them.
Yeah, I think it still could have come down to priority because you've still got 2 mounted heroes in there that could have knocked a few things down.
Yeah, true that. But no, that was good. What did you guys think? Let us know. I had a lot of fun playing that. The next battle report is going to be a narrative one, I think, possibly from the Quest for the Ringbearer book. But we will see how that pans out. Let us know what you think. Get involved in the chat. Don't forget to check out all our links and make sure you just stay till the end of the video because there is a little message from my mate Jay who will tell you all about what's happening over at Top Table. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Matt.
See you soon, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Here at Top Table Gaming, we love bringing you content that you are going to enjoy. So don't forget, check out everything else on the channel. Have a bit of a look around before you disappear and watch your next video. We've got everything from unboxings, product reviews, battle reports, and everything else in between. So do have a good look around. Now, I do want to, before we carry on, give a huge shout out to our patrons, which you should be able to see on screen. Without them, we couldn't do any of this. They help us fund the lights, the kits, the studio, and everything that is helping us create content and push forward for you as a channel. We don't hide the content behind a paywall, but we do have benefits such as free dice and free t-shirts for our patrons as a way of us giving back, as well as regular giveaways. So if that sounds good to you, do go and check out the Patreon page, link in the description below. And before you guys head out, make sure you head over to the Top Table Gaming community on Facebook. We've got over 1,500 members now, and it is such an excellent community that you should totally be a part of. Check out these videos on screen now, and until next time, enjoy your hobby.